Okay everyone, so today I'm going to be going through week 3 question 6 for our quiz access. So I'm already on here, as you can see, and we're going to be entering into a journal entry worksheet. So our first question here says depreciation on the company's wind turbine equipment for the year is $7,000. So the first thing that I do is I determine whether it is revenue or it is an expense, and in this case it's going to be a depreciation expense. So I'm going to go ahead and go on here. It's for equipment. We're going to debit that $7,000, and then as we know we have to balance it out. So in order to do that we have to credit accumulated depreciation for $7,000. Okay, record entry, move on. And this one's going to say prepaid insurance account for the solar panels had a $4,000 debit balance at December 31st before adjusting for the cost of any expired coverage. Analysis of prepaid insurance shows that $1,600 of unexpired insurance coverage remains at the year end. Okay, so for here we can, again, we're going to determine is it a revenue or is it an expense. Here we can see that it's going to be an expense, and it's going to be an insurance expense. So we're going to go ahead and put that in here. Now the question is, how much is it? How much are we debiting here? And in order to find that out, we can see here that they had a $4,000 debit balance at December 31st before adjusting. And then at the end here it says $1,600 of unexpired insurance coverage remains. So in order to figure this out, we then take $4,000 and we subtract the $1,600 since it's unexpired, and we get $2,400. We're going to debit that to insurance expense, and then we're going to credit, because we need a balance, prepaid insurance for the same amount. Okay, record entry, move on. The company received $9,000 cash in advance for sustainability consulting work. As of December 31st, 1/3 of the sustainability consulting work had been performed. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take a look here. Is it a revenue or is it an expense? And now we have a revenue. And so in order to record our debit, it's going to be under unearned revenue because we haven't earned a part of it yet. Cool. Alright, now we can see here that we're tempted to put $9,000 cash. That's not correct because we've only did 1/3. We've only performed 1/3 of that. So 1/3 of 9,000 is actually going to be 3,000. And then for our service revenue, in order to balance, it's going to be credit of $3,000. Alright, going right along. As of December 31st, $3,200 in wages expense for the organic produce workers has been incurred but not yet paid. Okay, so again, revenue or expense, we're at expenses again, and it's going to be under wages expense. There it is. Okay, and then no subtracting, no math, that's just what we're using, $3,200 in expense, because it's been incurred but not yet paid. Okay, and then for wages payable, we're going to credit that. There we go. Perfect. Record entry, move on. Alright, our last one says, as of December 31st, the company has earned, but not yet recorded, $600 of interest revenue from investments in socially responsible bonds. The interest revenue is expected to be received on January 12th. Okay, so this is going to be either expense or revenue. We can see it's going to be a revenue, interest revenue here. And so in order to record this, it's actually going to be, our debit is going to be interest payable. Oh no, interest receivable, my bad, sorry. Interest receivable, and then it's going to be $600 of interest. So we're going to go ahead and debit that. Perfect. And then our interest revenue, that's when it comes into play, is when we credit. And we'll do the same amount, $600. Okay, we're going to go ahead and check our work here. And we're all right and correct. So that's going to be it for our question number 6, chapter 3.